Years ago, I was sitting in the back of a first grade classroom, pen and paper at the ready to capture everything I could, while observing a teacher in the launch of her new reading block. I looked around the classroom at the students settling in, and I quickly observed that about 1 in 4 children in the class were students of color. With a flick of the teacher's hand, the students began to assemble on the carpet, each one with a whiteboard and a marker. I could tell right away that they were very familiar with this particular routine. The teacher began the reading block with a read aloud of The Three Billy Goats Gruff. Immediately, when she showed the front cover of the book, a boy with deep brown eyes and black hair called out, "Teacher, teacher, that's a Condé! That's a Condé!" "It is?" the teacher inquired. "Is that how you say goat in Vietnamese?" "Yes," the same student responded. "My, Ba Nguai has lots of them," he announced. The teacher, not wanting to miss the teachable moment, inquired, "Oh, you're Ba Nguai. Ton, do you want to tell the rest of our friends what a Ba Nguai is?" He smiled at the chance to teach the class and announced proudly, "That means, Grandma." The teacher started the read aloud, and I noticed that all the students were leaning in, anticipating the story. When the teacher got to the book's repetitive chorus, trip, trap, went Billy Goat's hooves as he walked across the bridge. Another student, this time a little boy with what looked to be a fresh-cut afro mohawk and a wide smile that showed one tooth missing, proudly repeated the chorus aloud with the teacher. She turned and admonished him with a look. When the teacher got to the chorus again, right in unison with her, the boy chimed in. This time, the teacher stopped reading and said his name sharply, "Mitchell," and then gave him the signal to be quiet. Mitchell immediately shrugged his shoulders, and his silly grin faded into a pout as his chin dropped down to his chest. He deflated a little bit, sinking into the floor and picking at the carpet to avoid eye contact. At that moment, for reasons that were not immediately apparent to me, I was drawn to Mitchell. It wasn't as if I hadn't seen that kind of interaction before in my 15 or so years as an educator. Likely, I had even been the initiator of a similar disciplinary exchange. But it was the glimpse of how quickly and palpably Mitchell's demeanor changed, how clearly diminished he became, that caught my attention. I saw in that moment how his light was instantly turned off, and I saw an all too familiar feeling that I now can articulate as shame settling in. The shrugging of his shoulders, and then the self-soothing behavior of picking at the carpet spurred up an angst in me that, if I was being honest, I hadn't felt since I was in grade school.